hate puppies.
It's good podcast.
I feel threatened.
At least it lets us know we're doing something right.
Yeah.
What?
We call that feedback.
Yes, exactly. And I like a little feedback. I don't think we get enough
Yeah.
feedback from these people.
Yeah.
Hit us up.
Let me start with that. How about some feedback, people? You can always reach out to us at insidethepallethouse@gmail.com. Love to hear from you. Or you can always hit us up on Facebook page or over Troy, you're messing with my stuff over here.
My bad. Trying to help.
I see that. So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Inside the Pallet House. We are glad to have you here on this post Super Bowl.
What an intense game.
Oh my God.
I don't know that it was, unfortunately.
Would you say that was the worst Super Bowl ever?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that.
Would you say that
Now,
halftime was better than the game?
Yes.
Right.
I didn't think halftime was bad. I thought it was weird that everybody's kicking the shit out of Maroon 5 the whole time. But I was like, I like most of their songs. Like, they're catchy pop songs.
Exactly.
Like, I understand they're not your number one with a bullet. Like, that's my
I'm not
jam.
sure I like this new thing that we're doing with, like, I play 35 seconds of the song, and then I switch it up to the next.
I don't mind that.
Really?
Yeah, because at least it allows like the kids to start bobbing their head. Everybody's like, "Hey, that song's catchy," and then you move on. I mean, you've got 30 minutes to put on a show.
I did like Big Boy coming out. For those that don't know,
Caddy.
he's one of my favorites.
Big Boy was sick.
Yeah.
Like he did.
Peter got all over his ass. Did you hear that?
Dude, as soon as I
the
saw
fur
that
jacket?
fur
Yeah.
coat, I was like, "Oh man, that's a big fur coat."
Cooler than a polar bear's toenails.
I love that dude's name is Big Boy, and he's all of 4 foot nothing.
Yeah.
Is he short? I didn't even pick up on it last night.
He is not a tall man at all.
Well, then PETA should be happy. They only had to kill like 3 minks.
Right.
Like that's quite the deal. Like that's just one fox. Well done. Big boy.
We were laughing that Levine just was taking clothes off left and right, and like we were like, "Oh, he's gonna take his shirt off next," and then he did it, and we're like, "Okay, he's gonna be in his underwear before this thing's over."
I don't know about where you guys were, but it was hilarious because I was at a big party. There was probably, 40 people or so there.
Holy cow, that is a huge party.
Yeah. So the game's on, and the guys are all in there. Halftime shows up, and it totally flips.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, all the women who didn't give a shit were now in there with the remote and like, stop talking. It was hilarious.
That was the same.
Yeah, they
same
even
vibe.
rewound it. Like,
Yeah.
after the halftime show was done, they rewound to watch the last 2 minutes of the show.
Okay, so that's interesting because he is getting the crap kicked out of him.
Yes.
They're saying Maroon 5 was like the worst halftime show ever. Just on the internet, like in general, like Twitter lit up, which
But
Twitter
I wonder
is not
if
a good
it's because
barometer.
of the Kaepernick thing, or is it really people? I don't see how people can say that it was really that bad.
Honestly, I turned to my buddy Chris right after, and I was like, I thought that was pretty good. Like, is that better than JT? He was like, nah, JT was better.
Yeah.
But I didn't walk away like revolted, but I did find it odd.
What was wrong with it? Does anyone know what they're saying, or
Well, did you hear
this?
the SJW saying that it was sexist that Levine can show his nipples, but
I love it.
Janet
Good.
Jackson
How
can't?
dare he?
Good. I love it. Go down that road.
Yeah.
Because the only thing that can happen is occasionally I can get more nipples, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only thing that could come out of this is we go, you're right. We shouldn't be discriminating.
You're right, man.
All
Take
nipples.
your top off.
All nipples.
Yeah.
Either, you know
Are
what?
you saying you like his nipples?
No, I'm saying let's use this as the springboard to allow us to see all nipples.
Females.
I think he's backdooring us there. No pun
I think you're
intended.
right.
Fine. That's
Yeah.
all it was. I just
It
want
gets
more.
us to see girls' nipples too, guys.
Yes, guys.
I was thinking about dogs. I like a dog that's had like 100 babies.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like
Extra
the nipples,
droopy.
nipples hang down
Right.
like by their feet.
Scraping the earth,
That is always such a weird look
Isn't
when you
it?
see a dog that like
like
has,
rode hard, like a chick,
Yeah.
like a lot lizard you'd find.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like the worst. The dog's got meth sores, giant
You
nipples.
Like the girl you meet that talks like this. That's like the human version of the dog. He's got
It's all
the
scratchy
Yeah.
voice.
Can I get one of those Newports?
Exactly. Any puppet chow?
Yeah. Those ladies, man.
I got about 70 babies at home.
Right.
I need that puppy chow.
Pregnant again.
Rode hard.
You wanna look at my 8 nipples?
Yeah.
For $1.
I thought that was the problem with what he was doing, though, was the ridiculous amount of stripping down.
Yeah.
Like, there was one point, though, where he was wearing, like, the tracksuit jacket with the stripes across it. I must have 4 of those things in my closet from when
Break
they
them out now?
went out of style. And I've even, in the last, like, year, like, put one of them on.
Last
and my
day, he means.
wife's
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I was like, does this look dated? She's like, it doesn't look modern. And I'm like, but this is a good look.
Yeah.
Adam Levine came out doing it. I'm
Yeah.
like, they're coming back. I haven't turned them up. I said, this is good news for me
Right.
because I've been saving those for a while.
You said the women rolled it back. We were watching. I was at my neighbor's house. It was just the 4 of us and our 4 kids, and the kids were on and off into the game and the show and all that stuff. But one commercial got their attention. They had to run it back, and that was the NFL commercial.
That was
they
a cool
laughed
commercial.
their asses off. Those kids,
The best
laughed
commercial.
Their ass, and
Yeah.
that was by far the best commercial. Which is kind of weird to think that the NFL had the best commercial at their biggest time.
Right.
like
you may have wasted money.
yeah, exactly.
Call me crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was a great commercial, and we were like,
The only people that saw it are already your customers.
yeah.
Quite
Well,
literally.
Yeah.
Well, and you think, like, if you did, like, the women were like, I have no idea who any of these people are, and the other dad and I are, like, trying to rattle off all the names.
When I saw Franco Harris, I was
Yeah.
pretty excited.
Yeah.
I was like, Immaculate Reception. I
Seeing
got it.
Urlacher with hair, though, will never
It
seem
never,
right.
it never looked
Just
right.
looks odd to me.
I did like the Game of Thrones one though.
Out of nowhere, the dilly
Out of the
dilly gets
blue.
just lit up with the dragon.
Yeah, but when I saw the mountain stand over the dude, I was like, "That's the mountain!"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, my favorite
Then he crushed his
commercial
head. It was awesome.
Yeah, they didn't show him gouging the eyeballs out.
No, they
No.
didn't.
when
But the dude's like, "Ah!" The dude freaked the fuck out. It was great.
they were good. When Bud Light did the corn syrup barrel,
Dude, that
I didn't
was
see that.
brutal.
dude, all of a sudden they've got like a big giant barrel of hops and a big giant barrel of barley, and then a delivery shows up and it's a big giant barrel that says corn syrup on the side.
Yeah.
The Bud Light guy's like,
That's not ours.
that's not ours. Why would we get that? And he was like, we should try the Miller Lite Castle. They probably need it. And so
He's
they,
like-
they go on
he's
a
like,
mission.
I bet we got the Miller Lite Castle's order. They use corn syrup.
That's
so we'll take it over
hilarious.
there.
So they went on a mission, got to
Really?
Miller Lite, and Miller Lite's like, oh, no, we've had our corn syrup all week. We're brewing, man. We're brewing. And then he's like, we must go to Coors Light then.
Yes.
So they continue on another mission. They get there, and the Coors Light guys were kind of like stoners.
We've been waiting on this delivery.
Yeah, it was great. They were like, oh,
because they're in
man."
Colorado. That is awesome.
And they were like, oh man, we've been waiting to brew. This is great.
Yeah. Did they really?
Yeah.
I love it.
And so they were like, bring it in. And then they were like, Bud Light not made with corn syrup. And
Yeah.
they're like, to be clear, the others are.
Yeah.
They were like
Oh, they put it out there.
yeah,
Oh, dude.
like, to be clear. And like,
They Game of Thrones Miller and Coors. Like, it was
it
brutal.
was
That's
great.
awesome.
And I'm sitting there drinking a Coors Light.
Yep, me too.
And I'm not kidding. After a little while, I was like, does it taste sweeter than it should? Like, I was like, this is trash. And it kind of hit me a little bit. I was like, I don't know about this. Like, I kind of want a
So
Bud
when
Light.
that
That's
came-
a powerful commercial.
when
That
that
was a
came
powerful
on,
commercial to me.
And they were like, take it over to Miller Lite. I was like, got those fools.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
I'm drinking my Coors Light. I was like, man, that's brutal. That's pretty good. Then they're like, let's go to Coors Light. I was like, are you effing
Son
kidding
of a-
me? Yeah.
What are you doing?
I was like, because, I mean, everyone always
Tell them
says.
no, guys. It's not ours.
Yes, exactly. Tell them to pound sand.
Right.
Did you see that there was a mild revolt from corn farmers and stuff, though?
Oh, of
Oh,
course.
really?
Yeah, they were pissed off.
Somebody, Jesus.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Somebody's
I've never
got a
seen,
fucking
You know,
twist. in
Coors Light always is known as watered down beer. It's got no flavor. It's
Yeah.
the worst. All the reasons I like it.
Clearly it's got
so I was
sugar.
like, why does it have corn syrup in it? Like,
Well, you need sugar to get the yeast to go into the
Yeah.
process of fermentation. And so their defense was like, it's not high fructose corn syrup. It's
Yeah.
just corn syrup. And I'm like, you're splitting hairs there a little bit. And Miller Lite was like, thank you for promoting our product. I'd like to remind you that we have half the carbs and taste great. So they played it well.
Nice.
Whereas Coors Light's like, it's not high fructose. I'm like,
Yeah.
ah,
well, I was going to say, well, what's the difference, health-wise for whatever's in Coors Light comparatively speaking to Bud Light? Like, they're all
don't
light
know.
beers, right?
It's that damn corn syrup. stuff's killing us, man.
Yeah.
If you want diabetes, drink Coors Light and Miller Lite.
There you go.
That's all I learned last
I want
night.
livabetes.
That's a Bud Light thing.
Yeah.
Livabetes.
Bud Light went all in. Like, they had commercials everywhere. The
Oh, yeah.
logo was on the side of that building. They had the logo in the corner. It was like,
And in
good
my mind, they
gracious.
saved the Dilly Dilly thing because that ran its course for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then they've kind of reinvented
The
it.
Bud Night's pretty funny.
Yeah, and now I think they're kind of – but I didn't know where they were going with this whole our ingredients are on the can.
Yeah.
It was all the build-up to
Yeah.
the Super Bowl, which I kind of respect. Like, that was good. And
You
I
think it'll
do-
help their sales? It's got to, right?
outside of the corn farmers. I saw,
Yeah.
like, dudes on Twitter, like, farmers pouring Bud Lights in the sink.
Oh, I
Like,
love that. I bought your product. I'll show you.
Yeah.
Like, I got
That
your
is-
money, dude.
Yeah,
right.
just sell it. Sell it to somebody.
Yeah.
You can make this work. It's
Yeah.
like when everyone was like blowing up the Yeti coolers. I was like,
Yeah.
just sell them.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Right.
Yeah, that was the commercial though. That
Torching their $100 or $200 jerseys. I'll show you.
Exactly.
Did you? think you just wasted
I
$200?
think that guy slept all right that night.
Yeah.
He's doing fine.
Yeah, that. But back to Adam Levine. Did you know that he had all those ridiculous, like the California?
I
Yeah.
knew that he had all of them. I had never seen the California one though, and I could have sworn, like, and I'm not going to joke. When I first saw it, I thought that like California tourism paid him
Yeah,
to
like it
do
was-
that for the halftime show.
That
I'm not
would have
joking.
been awesome.
So much so that me and the dude next to me, we Googled his images to see if that was
Yeah.
real or if like Tourism California
Yeah.
was like, Rob Lowe's not cutting it anymore. We need
we didn't.
Adam
yeah,
Levine.
Schwarzenegger and Rob
Right.
Lowe are out or bringing in Adam.
Yeah.
So
could see
weird.
that.
Like, he's a Southern California guy. Like, so to just put California on there is like pretty broad.
I just
Like,
thought
I
it
say
was
this about a
odd.
lot of tattoo people. So many tattoo people are like they stretch to find meaning in this
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah.
They're like, I got a squirrel, I got this dove, I got this lightning bolt because I saw a lightning bolt once. It was
Yeah,
crazy,
yeah.
and it's like,
Changed my life.
Well,
yeah,
it reminds me of my great grandfather.
That's right.
It's like
they
just
see something
say
cool,
you
and
liked
then they
it.
tell themselves why
Yeah, yeah.
it's cool. You know what I mean?
Totally.
It's like in reality, you just wanted some shit on you,
Yep.
and now you created a story to make it sound awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always thought of him as kind of the high pitched falsetto. Like, I just thought of him as kind of a meek dude, and the tattoos don't add up to what I was seeing. I was like, what the hell is this? And I knew he was getting the sleeves. Like, I watched that happen. I was like, well, you're a rock
That's a
star.
rock star.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But he went all thug life. Like, he's if you just took a picture of his chest, you'd be like, that dude's ratchet.
Yeah.
That dude should not be ratchet.
That
a
dude's
white-
Tupac
that's
after
white
he did
Tupac.
the Tide
Yeah.
Pod Challenge. Yeah.
Yeah, he's supposed to be singing Maroon 5 songs, which are like the poppiest. And I mean, the first time I heard Maroon 5, I thought it was a girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now he's thugged out. I'm like, what are you doing? If he had kept his shirt on, I'd probably be defending the halftime show. Like, I think he really did a good job.
That shirt was awful, though.
Oh my god, the shirts. That
Did you
was
see the memes
only
about
complaint.
that?
Yeah, like
By the
people,
curtains?
Looks like
Yeah.
curtains, and one
Yeah.
was a pillow, a throw pillow.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that's brutal. He's got a pretty good track record. I know he's married now, but
Oh, he's a
Oh, as far as notches?
yeah,
Really?
all models, just straight dimes.
yeah. No, look, he's a cocksmith.
Yeah,
There's no two ways about it. Like the guy played his hand and played it well, but
Yeah.
now I feel like he may have overplayed his hand because I think what we're doing now is a bluff. It's a bit of a bluff. That California tattoo is.
well, you do have to realize that you might look good now, but it's something you're good. There's a bell curve here, and you're going to be on the other side of that bell curve with that California tattoo. Going, did I need that?
Yeah, as he gets fatter, he's got to add vacation, like Californication. on it.
exactly.
Like,
Right.
it's really stretching out here.
It's Arnold's California. That's what happened.
California. Yeah, I just found that wild. But
Yeah, that game was
I
brutal,
did think that the show itself was good. The
Yeah.
game, I don't know what to tell you there, but
Dude, the meme you sent out is sheer fucking
We're going to put
gold.
that on
please
our
put that
Facebook
on
page.
the Facebook
Yes,
page.
it's from our last episode. I went on a rant. We all went on a rant about
The McVeigh Shepherd.
the McVeigh Shepherd, the guy that pulls him back. Well, there's a meme where instead of the referee, it's the trophy.
and
Did
they
you,
put
did you notice Belichick's
Belichick's
face?
face on the
Belichick's face
Yeah.
is the guy pulling him back. Like,
Really?
He's like, you don't want that.
I missed that.
which is great
That's
because
even better.
you can take an image of Belichick's face and put it on there, and it actually looks animated because Belichick always has that scowl anyway. It's perfect.
That
Just
is
pulling him
great.
out of the way of the trophy.
Oh.
Belichick definitely outcoached him, to say the least.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
that is sheer
Just like,
gold.
that's exactly what happened there.
Yeah.
But Belichick gave a lot of the credit to Josh McDaniels. Said that there was something that happened at halftime where McDaniels was like, I can't defeat this defense. He's like, but I think if we go back to what we were doing in like early in the season that they hadn't practiced in a long time, he's like, let's go back to that. He's like, we're going to have to huddle up and talk about it every time, which they don't like to do. They're like a sugar huddle team. And he was like, no, let's take our time, talk this through. He's like, I think we can do this. And he did coach them in. So I don't think McDaniels gets enough credit for what happened.
I have a feeling he's going to – that's the starting of them prepping him for the next –
I think he's Belichick. Because, this year he came out and said, I'm not leaving New England. And they were all trying to bring him in for head coaching jobs. And he's like, no. I think he's the heir apparent, which you never see in football.
Yeah. No, you don't.
So that was kind of cool to hear him do that.
Just sucks to see a team that was so great on offense just get stifled like that. Like, it's just no fun.
Can we talk about Gurley? What the fuck is going on?
Gosh, who would have predicted this?
I know.
Ooh, that's right.
That's right.
That's right. Last week I called it.
You did
and I
call
said
it.
Gurley's hurt, but they're not saying it. There's something
But
wrong.
what is up with them not saying it? I don't understand that.
It's been really odd, but he wasn't. I had him in a fantasy league, so I had to deal with.
But doesn't it almost
this
seem
weirdness.
mental? His weirdness didn't show up until what, 14?
Yeah, when they stopped playing him and stuff. But
Week 14-ish.
But he was getting little. They were doing this throughout. Little nagging things were coming up, and all of a sudden you'd be like, "Oh, Gurley didn't have a big game."
I wonder if it's mental.
There's a guy on the Bears that I believe is mental, and I'm starting to wonder how much this comes in. We got a guy
Who's
named
that?
We got a guy named Trey Burton.
You mentioned this before.
on the podcast.
I don't remember.
He caught the Philly special when he was on the Eagles.
Uh-huh.
He's the guy that the trick play went to.
Yeah.
And they were going to run that exact play in week 13 or something, and they practiced it all week. And then he called the coach the night before the game and was like, "I can't do it. It's been keeping me up all night. I can't be the guy."
And who says that?
No doubt.
Yeah.
So we subbed in another guy, and that guy caught the pass, and it worked out. Then when we got to the playoffs and we were going to play the Eagles, he had a mysterious groin injury on Friday night after practice, which he was fine. All of a sudden he calls the coach. He's like, I can barely move. My groin is stiff. So they put him in the MRI machine on Saturday and could find nothing. They went over him 6 ways to Sunday, found nothing. And then the next day he sat out that playoff game.
But is that
think it's
a
mental.
mental thing or is that a Homer thing? Maybe he was
I think that the pressure on some level wears
It's a
him
Homer
down.
thing.
I'm thinking maybe he's too loyal to Philly.
Oh, no. He's too scared.
Think so?
Gotta be.
Why would you be scared? I can't imagine being at that level and being scared.
Mental instability is a
Yeah.
real thing, though. And maybe you're right. Maybe Gurley's like, I'm feeling it. And maybe there's nothing there. And then after a little while.
The talking heads nailed it on the week leading up. They were like, who's going to be nervous, Goff or Brady?
Right.
Who's going to be nervous,
Yeah.
McVay or Belichick? That only makes sense. And I really thought the Pats were going to win up until the day before when I heard about all of those massive bets coming down on the side of the Rams. I don't know if y'all heard. There were $1 million bets. But
But that guy has hit the last few years.
Yeah.
He's been taking Vegas to the hole.
Yeah.
Really?
So when this guy showed up, I
this
was actually sitting there reading it. I was like, oh, crap. I already ran my mouth. I was like, I really believe the Patriots are the better team.
I mean, I'm not a big gambler, but I thought for 2 or 3 minutes, maybe I should throw $100 down on this. I was feeling like this guy had some inside.
That's what I thought. I was
Yeah.
like, damn it. But everything in my being was telling me I don't think the Rams are all that. And sure enough, they got outcoached.
The over-under was 56.
Lowest scoring Super Bowl
Yeah.
game of all time. I mean, that's
That's
crazy.
insane.
How was the food at your Super Bowl parties?
It was good. We had our listener, Josh, made 6 pounds of taco meat and just did make your own tacos.
Oh, I love a taco bar.
Yeah.
You
on top
cannot
of
go wrong.
Chili and there was this cheese. This is the craziest shit I've ever had. It was amazing. It was almost like a cheese ball, but a little bit less, not as dense. Exactly.
Okay.
But it was made with crab and it had chunks of pineapple in it. It was fucking amazing.
I've never had.
Ever.
Never heard of that.
Ever. It was amazing.
And I might be scared of it, but if
Yeah.
you're telling me it's that good.
It was so good.
I'm kind of intrigued.
And
right now.
there was Bloody Mary like skewers. So the skewer had an olive, a tomato that was injected with vodka.
What?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Your party was awesome.
Yeah.
There were tons of dips. All of it. Pretty much you name them, there was there.
Yeah, I definitely ate like I thought I would, and I knew I was off the wagon that morning. So the first thing I did when I got up is made pizza dough and started cooking pizzas.
Yeah.
And my wife's like, "What are you doing? You can't take that to the Super Bowl party." I was like,
I'm eating it now.
"Yeah,
Right.
I'm getting this party started right now at 11 a.m. with pizzas coming out of the oven." Just was firing pizzas all day until I started cooking wings and dips, and my wife made the dip, and then the kids made cookies and everything, and I went off. Everything I could get my hands on, I was
To the
eating.
face.
That's what I did.
And I've
been on the diet, and it was like the day. I was super.
It's the day you fall off. It's
Yeah.
the one. And in fact, in my mind, I look to the Super Bowl as the line in the sand of the last binge day.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I will start dieting after the Super Bowl.
Because all of the holidays you're binging, New Year's you're binging. It's like, what am I going to jump hardcore on the wagon, knowing the
Yeah.
Super Bowl's coming up, and
that's
not
how
only
I
the
look
Super
at
Bowl, the other games.
The playoffs, because
Yeah.
I start
Yeah.
eating differently when the
Yeah.
playoffs start.
Yeah.
It's like a time for me to get out of shape while these guys should get in shape to really balance out the
yin and the
universe.
yang.
Yeah. But I grub.
Yeah.
I mean, the Super Bowl, I spent, unfortunately, quite a bit of time on the toilet last night.
I got an Italian buddy of mine, my old neighbor. You actually might have met him once or twice at a party, but he feeds me wherever we go. He's that guy.
He's like an
And it
Italian
is-
grandma?
Yes. He's like, Ely, sandwich. You and I split. Come on, man. And I'm like, and
He's the worst.
It's the best thing. Well, when you're hungry and down with it,
Yeah.
it's the best. Like my man, we're watching the game and around just pretzel dipped in cheese. He's like, there you go. I'm like, you're the man. He discovers new foods. He's like, he brings it over and it sneaks in. You know what I mean? He somebody had made some pizzas. And then somebody had brought meatballs, so Ray decided to put meatballs on the pizza and
Yeah,
was
he
bringing,
did.
bringing me pieces of it.
Oh,
I
my
was
God.
Like, I love you, Ray. But then you get full, though. You're like,
Yeah.
I'm so done. He's like, hey, man, I'll split one with you. He keeps going. It's hilarious.
I had
Every party he does that. Every party.
That's hilarious.
I like that guy.
I know.
already.
Yeah.
He's the best.
Like, I don't want the guy who brings the shots over all the time. Shot!
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, man, I don't want a shot.
No.
But the dude who brings me pretzel with cheese on it,
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, hang out. Stay
That's
close.
right. Yeah.
I want to know what you're eating.
They're about to release the Oreo balls. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Is he fat?
No.
That son of a bitch.
Yeah.
That's the worst
That's
guy.
the worst
Yeah.
guy, yeah.
'Cause he's all bulimic. You don't know it.
That's
He's in
right.
the bathroom purging.
No, he
Son
eats
of
like
a
a
biscuit.
machine.
Just got that high
He's
metabolism.
and he knows all the people at Taco Bell and shit.
Oh, he's
knows-
legit.
Yes, he's like, dude, Kroger today, $1 a pound,
Kroger.
London broil. You gotta go get it. Shit like that. Where he's like on the mission. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
my God.
Tacos, the ones that he hit me up one day and was like, yo, heading out to Amelia. The McDonald's out there is doing 50-cent burgers. You in? Like shit like that, where you're like,
How does he know
Yeah,
this stuff?
Exactly.
Like, what
He's
app
a
does he
fucking
have?
wizard.
He's got
dude.
the Italian grandma app.
Yes, that's right.
Oh,
He's fucking awesome.
that's great.
Yeah.
I need more
Fucking
guys.
bat signals going off and
he
shit,
does.
dude. Like,
yeah.
Spidey sense kicking in.
Yeah.
Like,
He got his son a job at Taco Bell. That's how much he knows the people there.
he didn't even
That's
fill a nap.
genius.
Nah.
He's just like,
Ray's kid's looking for a job,
Yeah.
y'all.
he's here all the time anyway.
Right.
He's looking
Might
for
as
that
well-
family discount.
Right.
Yeah.
Smart.
It's awesome.
I got something new yesterday. It was like a pizza tear apart, some weird thing.
You know what? I went to the gym today with our friend Chris, and he told me all about it.
Dude.
Are they
it's
amazing?
From where?
Yeah.
Taco Bell?
No.
He
So
made
you
'em.
take
Oh.
like a you get like a Pepperidge Farm French bread loaf, like the dough.
Yeah.
You roll it out really long and thin, like you're messing with Play-Doh.
Yeah.
And then you just tear it like little chunks, like chop, chop, chop. You take all the chunks, you throw them in a bowl with a bunch of pepperoni, cheese, Italian seasoning, and I guess some olive oil.
Yeah.
And you just mix it all together till you have all these little torn pieces and all this stuff together. And you just take it out and you jam it in an olive oil lined like cupcake tray.
Like make yourself a little snowball of
Yeah.
it. Pack
Yeah.
it into a cupcake tray.
Jam it in there.
Muffin tin or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Exactly.
And it pops up like cinnamon rolls, like how it looked.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Really?
They were amazing. Like crunchy and gooey on the inside, just full of cheese.
So my wife makes, she does that with, lays it all flat and puts all the pizza and cheese in and rolls it up, makes a big old pizza roll, and then bakes the whole thing and then cuts it up into and get the
That's how you
marinara
do
sauce
That's the
on
way
it.
to do it.
Yeah.
I was eating that stuff all night to the point like it was cold and late and they weren't even tasty. And I'm like sneaking in the kitchen,
Yeah.
just facing them really quick and then heading back
You're like,
in.
I gotta
didn't.
go to the bathroom.
Right.
Oh, while I'm up,
Might as well hit another
I'll
one.
hit this table up again.
Yeah. What was your food situation like? Anything good?
Yeah, dude, we had sausage balls, meatballs, pizza roll, all the meaty, cheesy dips and chips, and
Everybody had a buffalo chicken dip, I'm sure.
we didn't have one
Man,
of
we
those.
didn't. Someone
Really?
forgot it, and that was a bit of a bone of contention there. But I did learn something because a lot of people are doing this like keto shit and trying to be on the low
I'm
carb.
doing that shit.
So, I know you were talking about that last week. You were saying that you're trying to do that, which is so difficult for Super Bowl. Like
It's impossible.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear you say that because if you had held out, I'd be like,
Yeah.
you may be losing your mind.
No, and it's funny. Years in the past, I've always gone to Super Bowl because if you don't know, I try this every year to lose weight. It never works. But years in the past, Super Bowl
Spoiler
comes up,
alert.
and I'm like, I'm not eating like an asshole. And then I get there,
Good luck.
and I fold like a fucking lawn chair. Well, this year was different, where I was like,
I'm doing it.
woke up out of bed on Sunday, was like,
Today's my
this
day.
day's going to hell,
Yep.
and I'm mauling everything you put in front of my face.
Good
what
on
you
you.
got?
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's even funnier than that because I wasn't planning to do that. I was like, all right, I'm going to fast all day today until
then
we
go-
get to
yeah.
Super Bowl, and I'm going to fuck everything up.
Okay.
And Angela and I go out to the store, whatever, grocery shopping. And she's
Sunday
like-
morning?
Yeah, Sunday morning. She's like, I'm hungry. I'm like, all right, well, let me know where you want to go because I'm not eating. I'm waiting. She's like,
Doughboys. No.
she's like, yeah. She's like, all right, well, I don't care, whatever. Then it was like a light bulb. I was like, or
We
I
can
could say,
start now.
fuck this whole day, and we can go to Taco Bell right the fuck now. She's like, let's do it.
That's how it's done.
The whole day.
Thanks for the support, honey.
That's right. Exactly.
I saw a genius keto move though. That's what I was getting.
Oh,
at.
really?
So they had all the dips sitting around, and I'm like, "Oh, you're doing keto. Good luck with that." And she was like, "Good luck." Pork rinds. She had bags of pork rinds, no
Yeah.
carb. You dip in those in the dip.
Yeah.
It worked like a charm. So I was
Really?
sitting there eating pork rinds and dip.
Really?
It
Nice.
worked really well.
I've heard a lot of
Because
people.
you get that crunch.
yeah, you
Because
still
I'm
get
not
the
big on,
crunch.
like, I don't ever buy pork rinds. Like, I'd rather buy potato chips.
Yeah,
But
I'm not a pork rinds
but
guy, but it worked in
for
that,
that.
instance.
Yeah, definitely.
I've heard of people crushing those and using them as breading.
That makes sense.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Mix that in with a meatloaf or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Chicken tenders. I mean,
Yeah.
Mozzarella stick, buffalo chicken tenders
my,
is what the
my
mess
brain
recipe
is,
was.
Yeah, my brain's moving. I'm liking this. I
Yeah.
never knew pork rinds could be so versatile in the dieting world.
Yeah,
now
yeah,
that
yeah.
diets are allowing us to
Yeah,
eat
yeah.
the worst shit, as long as
That's
you
why I love it.
Yeah.
I'm eating wings all the time.
Well, it's
great.
crazy because it works. Like
know.
that. Like it's just dumb to think that people never thought that way. Like,
Yeah.
let's do. No, don't eat the meat. Eat all the processed stuff.
Right.
That's what's healthy for you.
Exactly.
Like that doesn't even make sense to say out loud, and that's what all the professionals were saying
Yeah.
20, 30 years ago. You know.
Yeah, pull the fat out, add sugar, makes it taste fine.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Right.
We all got diabetes. I wonder why.
It's funny when you still talk to people about it, though. They're like, I'm still not sure about you drinking that whole milk and eating that peanut butter. I'm like, that's because we're brainwashed from,
Yeah.
Yeah.
big sugar or whatever.
We got that food pyramid.
Is whole milk?
Yeah.
I thought whole milk had sugar in it.
Yeah, it's a little
yeah.
bit, but it's way less than
The
1-2%.
skims, yeah. And
Right.
that stuff's garbage.
Yeah.
Like, the taste of that is garbage.
Yes.
Like, if you're going to drink a glass of milk, drink a damn glass of milk.
For real.
I
But I
agree.
mean, I remember being a kid though. I mean, like, I had to drink because in our household we drank so much milk that it was like you better drink one or skim because of how much milk you drink, or
Yeah,
you're gonna
yeah,
die
yeah.
from your arteries gonna clog.
Yeah.
And now
Well, it's
I'm
like eggs.
Fuck that.
Used to be
Yeah.
like, you can't touch an egg because that
Right.
shit's got cholesterol and you will die.
right.
Now it's like, they basically say,
It's the
you-
most perfect food.
yeah,
out
you
there.
can't eat it. Like, there's
Yeah.
no limit to eggs you can eat.
Yeah.
Like, eat them all day, every day.
I do love eggs, man.
I had done the low carb thing years ago, like hardcore, and I ate
That's
eggs
when
all the
paleo
time.
was hot, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it was Atkins when I was
That's
starting.
right.
Yeah.
And I was eating eggs so much that I got sick of eggs. Like I
Yeah.
couldn't stomach another egg after a while.
Right.
Now I'm back. I love nothing more than an egg.
I want to try the fathead dough. You ever had that?
Fathead dough. No, I have not.
It's like pizza dough that's made with cheese, cream cheese, and a few other things.
The best low carb thing I've had is from Giordano's Pizza in Chicago. They'll make a crustless deep dish pizza, and what they do is they take the sausage ball and smash it into the pan. They make the sausage ball the actual crust.
Yeah.
And the way it cooks in the pan, it actually gets crispy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like support the pizza. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I've had the chicken. I've made the chicken crust one, and it's the same way.
Okay, yeah.
It's nice and
I feel
crunchy.
like I could do any of those, even the cauliflower, because I like a thin crust pizza anyway.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the crust is just there to hold everything else
Exactly.
up.
Yeah.
To make you feel like it's a pizza.
Yeah.
Those cauliflower pizza crusts, though, people swear
they
by
suck?
them. They're not very good, in
No,
my opinion.
I will tell you that. Oh shit! Who's about to? I'll look it up. Carry on. Talk amongst yourselves. Somebody's releasing a.
Talk about now. I'm going to keep talking.
Yeah. Y'all were looking at me like you had shit to talk about. There's a wrap that's a cheese wrap that is, I think,
It's
Lidl
just
or
cheese?
Aldi. Yeah, but it's like Costco's about to have them in the Northeast, and I think Aldi is going to be carrying them here in like 2 weeks, all over.
Interesting.
And it's basically a wrap, but it's made out of cheese, but it's intended to be
But
like
it holds
a
up
sandwich wrap.
better.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Because cheese, you try to fold it over, it's going to break.
Yes.
So
No, I
they've
didn't like
they've
that.
done something where I can use it as a wrap.
Here it is.
all in.
Folio's cheese wraps. FOLIO.
But lactose free? Oh, what the hell is this?
Yeah,
It's
I don't
not
know.
cheese.
But it is.
But it's clearly not if it's lactose free.
Yeah, no starch, wheat flour, or fillers. Made from 100% cheese, it says on the bottom left.
Nothing adds up.
Doesn't
add
I'll,
up.
I'll get it.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Give it a whirl.
Something weird about having a wrap, though. You know what I mean? It's like it changes everything.
Yeah.
Like to
Still
hold-
good, though.
To hold all your food.
Yeah, I
I'm
like a
saying
wrap.
it's awesome. That's my point.
Yeah.
It's like if I have to eat a steak and cheese off of a plate,
It's weird.
it's
But you-
weird. But
you put
just
it in a
putting
wrap.
it in a wrap, like
Yeah.
mentally, it's a whole nother world.
Yeah.
Even though it's like a couple carbs and nothing.
What are
Yeah.
I'm dumb to this stuff. Like black beans and pinto beans. Like when you go to, are they on the no-fly list?
Yeah,
They have carbs
are.
in them. They're starchy.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
It's better, though.
right?
Yeah.
You had to.
I mean, there's carbs that, like green beans have carbs in them, but that's like
Everything's
high in
got-
fiber and it's really good for
Yeah.
you. So like, don't get rid of that crap.
Yeah.
Like you need fiber. So you can't get rid of all of it and truly be healthy. There's a fine line, and
Yeah.
it really comes down to refined sugars, refined carbs. Those are trash for you.
Yeah.
They're no good. And the other stuff takes longer to digest. You digest it more wholly. It moves on.
Yeah.
It's good for you.
So it's just
Talk
the
about
process
not shitting
stuff.
though. I haven't been shitting.
Yeah, it's because you don't have
Yeah.
enough fiber.
I know.
Yeah, it's
clogged
brutal.
the fuck up. I'm talking a couple days here.
Get some spinach going.
You're probably
Yeah.
eating, you're probably eating less too. and
Kale too. Yeah, that's
Yeah. Dude, I had
fucking
a
rabbit turds.
I had
this dude I used to work with when I was a golf cart mechanic, he was super healthy. He like just was outdoors, just a total outdoors.
yeah. Granola. Flip
Yeah,
flops.
and just I mean he
granola flip flops. Those sounded
He would take-
delicious.
Yeah, they don't last very long. But
for his lunch break he had a hammock. This was before everyone had cool collapsible hammocks, and
Yeah.
he got and hang it off the back of his truck up against a tree and take
That's
take a
awesome.
cat nap. Like, and he would swear he used to tell me-
Serious hippie right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'd be like, "Oh, if you're taking a dump more than every 3 days, you're not eating right." Like he just
thought that.
what he ate, all
if I
natural
take a
stuff
dump
he ate.
3 times in a day, I'm like, I'm doing something right.
Yeah, exactly. But I can tell as soon as if I have a bad day, like from Super Bowl today, I woke up and had this.
Like, oh God.
Yeah, it was funny. It was like the end was solidified, like plugging the rest. I pushed the first part out, and it was like 30 minutes later, there was a whole bunch
Yeah,
following.
water fountain. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, I had a little food mishap yesterday.
Oh, really?
I drove out to this party because I knew I wasn't drinking a lot. I had a bunch going on at work today, so I was like, I'm really going to focus on eating. That's going to be my vice
Yeah.
of choice. and
Get drunk on carbs.
drove the old Miata out there because I was rolling solo and I just had crock pots and chicken wings and all that. Miata's perfect for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Were the kids right on the hood?
Kids didn't go.
That sounds like
I was flying solo.
Oh.
My wife was at home drinking. She likes to go to bed at halftime. Like
Oh.
she's
Yeah.
she wants to watch the halftime
Yeah,
show
yeah.
and then go to bed. And so she's like, I don't
She
want
picked the perfect game to do that.
yeah.
That's the truth.
Nailed it.
She saw Adam Levine's nipples and went to
Yeah.
bed happy.
My boys are like, "Can you record the second half of the game?" And so I did, and I came down this morning, and the older one was watching. I'm like, "You didn't miss anything, dude." Like,
Yeah, no doubt. Well, that's the better half to watch.
yes,
no doubt
but
about
still,
that. But they, I was driving home last night and I had a crock pot full of sausage dip,
Yeah.
and it was still pretty full because I actually brought the exact same dip that someone else brought. Just like, damn it, we've doubled up
That
on
the
the same
Rotel
dip.
one?
Yeah, that's the one.
yeah.
The Velveeta
You're
Rotel.
eating it on the way
Velveeta.
home.
So I put it down in the
Scoop and chip
in the,
while you
in
drive.
the in the floorboard, and I had to put the top up on the Miata. It was getting a little cold, and I had it on a plate, and I wasn't really thinking about it. And it's
Sliding all around.
It's all dark, and it's like sliding around, and I wasn't thinking about it. And I guess I had hit the brakes really hard at one point, and that bitch just went forward and dumped over.
Oh, no.
In the floor,
Oh.
and I'm driving, and I'm like, man, it smells like dip in here all of a sudden. I was like,
Yeah.
what the hell is that? And then the heat is blowing down at the feet, and it's just getting the smell
Liquefying
is
it.
getting, The smell is getting so.
Miata got to have cheese dip.
Miata had a good amount of cheese dip.
Yeah.
Fortunately, the top fell just so that the dip spread
Fell
out
into
across
it?
it,
Oh,
and then it
nice.
was just the overage that got on. So there was like a clean ring, and then like a ring of. But
Yeah.
it just started stinking. I was like,
And those
oh,
Miatas,
crap.
they don't have like decent lights in them.
There's no light in there, so I couldn't see. I'm like, I smell that something has happened, but I can't see it.
Right.
Yeah.
Finally, I got to a light and turned on like the flashlight on my phone. I was like, "Oh God!" Like, it just looked like someone had vomited.
Well, and you can't drive that thing without getting on it.
No, that was the thing. I was
Yeah.
having fun. I was throwing it into curves and wasn't thinking. So I had to like scoop it all up at a red light and put it in, and then drive home like
and
a
then
grandma.
didn't eat it.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
I'm gonna need some pork rinds.
Exactly.
Stat. I gotta save this.
Off the floor mat.
But speaking of all this keto, I was inspired by because I think most guys when they start to diet, I think most guys don't look at Jan 1 as the day. I think a
Yeah.
lot of people think like Super Bowl is gonna be. I'm off the wagon.
I think a lot of them think Jan 1's the day.
They
Then
never
they
get
realize
around
that
to
it's
it.
not Jan
Yeah.
1.
And then Super Bowl comes up on them. But I hear more guys talk about starting to eat better day after the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm going to – and that's kind of how I always do it.
Well, that's a
So-
good day to start because then, like, you got February, March, April to get to your
To get in
to your
shape.
bathing suit weather body. You
Yeah.
know, like you don't need the entire 4 months, right? We're gonna do it as
That's
little
right.
as we possibly can.
Yeah.
Exactly right. I'm going to dedicate 60 days. And
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
whatever I got, that's what I got.
That's right.
I'll go hard for those 60 days.
Right.
So I saw – everyone knows like Michelob Ultra is like
Did you see the commercial for the new Michelob?
I've got it here
What?
so we could find out
Nice. The organic one.
the pure gold.
Yeah.
Those
That's
Michelob
gonna be
Ultra
awesome.
commercials kill me because it's just like the fittest, coolest motherfuckers ever. But they're
Right.
like
cracking
but,
beers and cheers.
but after we've done all this, we got to have beer. It's
Yeah.
like you don't have to have beer. Like
their Asics on.
That's right.
Yeah.
New Balance and an Ultra.
Yeah.
you're probably
Or
not
Saucony's.
drinking any beer.
Ooh.
Or Brooks. Those are running shoe brands for those.
So we've all had Ultras. We all are familiar with how they taste.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're watered down, but they do fit the bill.
Watery
Yeah.
beer.
Well, and then
Do they
nowadays
have
there's
corn syrup?
I hope not. Not the pure gold. It's all organic
Yeah.
stuff. So, and then a lot of people drink the White Claws and Trulies these
Yeah.
days. Those spiked seltzers.
Yeah.
My wife crushes those.
White Claws are good as shit.
Yeah.
I actually really do like a White Claw.
Yeah.
Particularly like the lime and the grapefruit to me are
Any
like
of them.
yeah.
they're great. I actually drank White Claws all night Friday night. I had a vicious hangover the next day. I was like, maybe that's not right. But I saw another one advertised during Super Bowl that has no sugar, 1 gram of carbs. Like it was the lowest
Oh wow.
I've seen of anything. It's the one with the mermaids on it. So I feel like
What is
I might try that.
typically in straight liquor? Like, how bad is that stuff for you?
Clear liquors are relatively low and all that
Uh-huh.
stuff. And that's why you see a lot of people just drinking like
Vodka
with-
tonics,
Yeah. 'cause
vodka
that'll
sodas.
Keep it low.
Yeah.
But I got the 2 lowest carb beers in there. I've got the Corona Premier, and then I've got the pure gold, so we can at least see.
I think I've had the maybe I haven't had the Corona Premier.
I think we all know enough what Ultra tastes like, so I figured let's check out these two.
So am I grabbing both of them, or just we doing one and then one?
I mean, I'm having one of each.
Well, I mean, I am too, but should we drink one?
He means first or second or at the same time?
Oh, I guess I don't care how you do it. I'll leave dealer's choice.
Yeah. Where's the abacus?
No doubt.
Yeah, we need to straighten that up.
Troy, I like what you've done there with the camera.
Yahtzee.
I'm assuming this is a twist top? Yep. I'm pretty excited about this because I'm hoping to find an Ultra that doesn't suck.
Are you going to drink the rest of mine?
Why don't you just have a little of it?
I'm
Pour
going
it
to.
Pour it in a cup or something.
Okay.
I don't know if we have any cups out here.
All right.
Pull off of it. Then you don't want a whole.
Beer?
You don't want a whole one of either.
No.
He's hardcore right now. I mean, I'm drinking the whole thing, but I'm interested to see what this tastes like because this is actually lighter than an Ultra.
Yeah.
Like Ultras
Hence
are the pure gold. I mean, this is.
Oh, so it's not claiming to be lighter though. It's just claiming to be organic. That's
it's just
the thing.
claiming to be organic. In fact, it was $1 more a 6-pack for this.
Wow.
Of course, everything that's healthy is more expensive, and that's an honest argument that poor people make about eating healthy. Like, it does cost more.
That it does.
Okay, that's interesting.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, at first taste, I want an Ultra.
Have you had this before?
No,
No. Okay.
this is my first sip. But I'm interested in to see
Thank you.
your take
I'll
on
finish
this.
yours. We can share.
There you go.
Since you and I aren't drinking.
I mean, that is lighter than an Ultra.
Is that sweet to you?
Here's the Corona.
I don't find it sweet, no.
No.
But I feel like I'm losing weight.
Maybe it's not sweet.
Michelob Ultra Pure Gold, 2.5 carbs, 85 calories.
I mean, that is, because an Ultra is 2.6 and 90 calories. Somehow maybe 95. So somehow they've taken it down a peg.
So that's the only shtick is that it's organic.
Well, and it's less carbs and less.
Yeah, but they
calories.
weren't in the ad. They weren't pumping that. I just happened to know. I was like, that's a 1/10 of a gram lower. There is nothing to that.
No. But we knew that.
Yeah, I guess it looked darker to me. I was kind of hoping it was going to have.
I'm trying to see if I can tell if it's any different than the
It's
Ultra.
darker than this Premier.
Really?
Right? Doesn't it look
Yeah.
that way?
Yeah.
Let me get a Premier out of there. I'd like to.
This one's yours.
Oh, grazie. Now this one, the Corona Premier's 90 calories, 2.6. So this is on par.
I like that.
I feel like I've had this one before,
Yeah.
and I feel like I liked it.
This has more going on.
Yes, it does, for sure.
Now, if you're someone who hates Corona and bitches about that they're skunky and I don't know that you're going to like this because this still has. I could identify this as a Corona
Yes,
product.
I was going
definitely.
to say this isn't nearly as skunky as
No, not at all.
No, but you know that taste
This
that's
definitely
in
has
Coronas?
more
Yeah.
flavor than the Michelob.
Exactly.
And it's marginal difference on the calories and the carbs. So if you want a more flavorful beer,
This is identifiable as Corona.
yeah.
This still has that Corona. I don't know. Is that a metally taste? It's a skunk. It's something that Corona has.
Yeah. I don't know what
They
it
used
is.
to say that was
It's
piss.
fucking Corona.
I don't know if this Ultra even tastes like beer. It's so light.
It is uber light.
That Corona Premier is, in my mind, the better of the two.
I agree.
I would agree.
And I can tell that if I put a lime in here, it would still have
Oh,
that
yeah.
whole Corona vibe.
Yes.
Our lime's full of sugar.
Yes,
True.
they are. That's.
Not factory made sugar though. So it's a little
Yeah,
better.
But it is a good point. I mean, if you're really watching your carbs,
Yes, because I know you can't eat apples and stuff because they're full of sugar, and a lot of fruits are full of sugar. But I'm with you. It's not. It's organic sugar. So
I'd buy this.
yeah, that's good. I would buy both of them.
I would, but I think if I was staring at them in a store,
If I had to pick one, I'm
I'm going to pick
drinking
the Corona Premier.
Yes.
I mean, that's for an uber light beer.
And again, throw it at me again. What is the comparison on carbs and alcohol?
5 more calories
Okay.
and a tenth of a gram more carbs.
Okay.
2.6 versus 2.5. Now, there is something else in there if you want to try, and we should just split that.
What's the alcohol? Oh, I guess Troy's looking.
Well, see, it is super low on the Ultra. It's like 3.8 is what it says.
Wow.
Yeah, 3.8. I mean, that is a.
What's the Corona?
I can't find it on the
okay.
Corona.
It doesn't say,
Come
which
on.
I thought
Are
legally
you
it
sure?
had to, but maybe
I
it
thought
says it.
legally did too.
Now
Huh.
there's a wild card in there. Troy, grab. There's a thing in there that's like a clear. This is something that just came out because the seltzers have become quite popular as of late. This is the newest twist on the seltzers. They call this the Pura Still, which is a spiked still water.
So it's not a seltzer.
It's not a seltzer because they're saying that some people don't like bubbles. So I guess there are people out there who don't like bubbles. And this...
So, let me interrupt you. Googled Corona Premier. It looks like it's 4.0. So,
Okay.
slightly more alcohol.
all in all, a better beer.
This is
Yeah.
yours, right?
I don't like coconut.
It's like that, huh?
It's got coconut water in it, but I
Mandarin
wouldn't,
orange flavor.
I wouldn't
Flamer.
identify it as coconutty,
Coconutty?
but it's a Mandarin orange still. I don't know where I stand on that.
4.5% alcohol.
Yeah, and that's coming in at the same 2.5 and I think 95 calories, was
I
it?
know where I stand on it.
I miss the bubbles.
Oh, I don't give a fuck. I will drink the shit out of that.
Oh, you liked that.
Yes.
That is straight weird. That's
Isn't it?
just straight water.
Yeah.
I think that has a hint of Zima in it.
Mm-hmm.
There's something in it that screams Zima to me without all that sugar, because Zimas are sugar.
Yeah, for sure.
4.5% alcohol. So that's significant. Over 3.8.
I like that.
I like it.
Yeah.
And if it's really, if it has a little bit of coconut water in it, they say that coconut water is supposed to revitalize you and can get rid of a hangover. Like when we were in Costa Rica, they were always like, oh, if you're going out drinking, make sure you drink a coconut in the morning. And I was like, all right, which I did. And I never felt the hangover go away, but
Yeah.
I certainly felt the placebo effect.
Speaking of hangovers going away, did you know right around the corner here, there's a one of those, it's called
Do you want
Live
any
On.
more of that? Or
No, I'm good. Thanks.
It's
on
called
that.
Live On, where you can get the IV bags.
Oxygen?
Get the,
Oh, really?
Dude,
Yeah.
have you ever done an IV bag for?
No.
I have never.
But I hear
I
it
hear they're
works.
amazing.
Yeah, I hear it's got to work, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I just can't rightfully put a needle in my arm in the name of a hangover. Just freaks
I hear
me
you.
out.
Yeah.
It's
you're an anti-needle guy.
well, certainly. I think everyone should be an anti-needle guy. I think something goes horribly
See,
wrong.
they
in
don't
your
bother
life.
me. Like
Me either,
when
in
I was
any way.
doing EMT stuff, like I would let people practice on me. Like it didn't bother me.
I'm the same way.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't have any issues with that.
It's a needle.
I'm a grown up.
Yeah.
I get it. I actually went and got a flu shot this year, and when I was all like, "Oh God, here it comes!" And then I went in, I was like, "Why are you stressed about this?
Yeah.
You fucking wuss!" Like that was the easiest thing ever.
So, do we want to rank these?
Ooh.
1, 2, 3.
That's tricky.
Oof, I have to take a pure gold again, so I'm not.
It's hard to rank the pure still.
It's hard to it's hard to rank that water next to the beer.
The funny thing is that if you give me a White Claw, I probably would rank it above the Ultra Pure Gold, but I put the still beneath it. And for me, the clear one is the Corona Premier.
Yeah, I would have to put Corona Premier in the leaderboard because I do like beer more. I like those waters. But that water is delicious, and I could definitely, if I'm out of beer, I'm going to drink some of those if there's some in the cooler for sure.
It just weirds me out. The lack of bubbles, I think, is what
that's-
turns me off.
This Ultra Gold, I mean, is
I just took another
basically
sip. And
tasteless.
it was okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an ultra. I mean, I don't know. I honestly don't know where I want to put the pure still. I agree that the Premier is on top of the ultra. I just don't know if I'd rather have a pure still or the Premier.
That's
So
interesting.
you
Yeah.
got two in the number one spot.
But you've got a bit
It's
of
one
a
of those
sweet
moody
tooth.
things too. I don't think I would buy a 6-pack of any of them. But
Yeah.
like,
I think I would. I think that the Corona Premier is going to become the next couple months.
Yeah,
my
let me
light
rephrase it.
beer.
I would buy a six. I mean, hell, it's light beer. I like it.
Yeah.
So I would buy it. But I'm just saying, if I don't know enough about the Pura still. I really enjoyed it. I can tell you that much.
All right.
So I don't know. We'll do Premier and then put the Pura in the middle. And
Where does the Corona rank next to the Coors Lights and Bud Lights on alcohol and calories? Because I think a Coors Light's like around 100. But like, where's the carbs at? I guess.
Yeah, the carbs on a Coors Light are almost double.
Really? So
Yeah.
it's near 5.
Yes, you could have 2 of these, in place of 1 Coors Light.
Yeah.
So,
That's a big difference.
for sure. Especially when you drink 12 beers.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm having 6.
Yeah, because if you're drinking 5, you're getting 50 carbs instead of 25.
Yeah.
I think this is my new light beer for the next couple months. I think it's good. But I probably do want to put a lime in it, and that really does probably defeat the entire purpose.
Yeah, but you don't need but a slice of a lime, so there cannot be that much carb in a piece of a
exactly.
lime.
That's true. You just put like a couple drips in this. Well, you could use the
Yeah.
same lime piece for like 3 of them.
Yeah.
No, this is all right. Now, obviously, I don't think we could rank it as a deli because it's trash. Like, it's never going to get a deli,
What wouldn't?
a Corona Premier.
Why not? Yeah.
I think it would.
Why wouldn't it?
It's good. It's a good beer.
Boy, I guess if you're looking at it in the sense of a light beer, but from a flavor beer, or you're just saying you like it, so it could
we
be.
like the beer.
Yeah, okay, I like it enough to give it a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's taking into account all of the things that make it this, like that it's low in carbs.
Well, we've
low in
never ranked a
calories.
light beer.
Right.
Like we've never done Coors, Miller, Bud. Like
Well, I drink Coors Light all day, but I'm
Yeah.
a Bud Light guy because there's no corn syrup.
exactly.
Clearly.
I think we all are now.
It really did mess me up.
Yeah.
I felt really bad about drinking that Coors Light at that moment.
I bet that doesn't deter any Miller or Coors Light person at all.
It might deter some health conscious,
Yeah, but that
person.
person's not a Miller or Coors person.
Yeah.
yeah, they're probably drinking those ultras.
Yeah. Oh no, they may drink them here and there. I'm saying someone who's like committed to
Someone who
Miller or
wants to drink a
Coors,
dozen Coors Lights at night,
Yeah.
they're not going to be like, you got me on the
like
corn
they're
syrup.
a drinker and
Yeah.
they've made up their mind as to which one they like better. They're not changing.
Did it bug you when you heard it, though? Did you go, ugh?
It did. I was like,
Really?
oh, wow, they got
Yeah.
something on you.
It did. It bothered me. Like, it was like a shot. When they first, like you said, when they first went to Miller Lite, I was like, ha ha,
Yeah.
sucker bitches.
Yeah.
And then they shot down Coors Light. I was like, oh.
Dag.
Now you've gone too far.
Yeah, that's a
I'm
bridge.
offended.
That's a
This
bridge
is the
too
worst
far.
commercial.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's silly. I mean, like Ely said, like if you like drinking that beer, you're going to drink that beer. I don't think corn
Yeah,
syrup
no, it's
or
not going to change it. It's not going to change anything. But
I don't think Bud Light's a good tasting beer.
I mean, it's like finding out your girl hooked up with someone you know. Like you're not
Yeah.
going to leave her, but you're not happy.
Yeah.
Like it's something now that you have to keep in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
It's just a bummer. I guess that's it. I still love my Coors Light. I just didn't know that it was a bit of a whore in high school. It's like, that's what I just
About it.
learned.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like dirty Coors Light. Can't
you-
believe that.
With Todd?
I
thought
the
you were-
corn syrup guy?
Thought you were clean all these years.
Exactly.
Made from the Rockies.
Exactly.
There's no corn syrup in the Rockies. What are you talking about?
Lumberg fucked her.
Yes.
Yes.
That's basically the
That's right.
Lumberg.
Yeah.
It's the exact Lumberg situation. Well, then what would you rank the we all agree Corona Premier's at the top. What would you
By
rank it?
far. I mean, deli wise,
Yeah.
3. I mean, it's above average beer. I would definitely tell anyone that likes the taste of beer and wants to drink a lighter beer, go for that.
It's doable.
I mean, it's on par with a Coors Light or a Miller Light or a Bud Light, right?
Yeah.
Except just
I mean,
less
it's
carbs.
lighter.
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell it's lighter.
but taste wise, like
it's the fact that Corona weird flavor finds its way through makes me happy.
And it's more appealing when it's not as strong. It's weird.
I kind of agree with you. It's
Yeah.
almost better than a Corona.
well, that's why
weird
the
to say.
lime had to be introduced into the Corona, right?
Right.
To cut that skunk down.
to cut whatever that weird Corona flavor is. But everybody who's listening right now that's a beer drinker, all we have to do is say, "Oh, it's got that Corona flavor," and everybody can
Knows.
taste it in there. They're like, "Oh, yep, I know
but
exactly."
Heineken's have that too.
They do.
Everyone can taste that.
Yeah.
yeah. You just have to say it, and you go, "Yep, that's
and either
Heineken."
you're on board or you're not.
Exactly.
And that's how people are with Coronas.
Yeah.
That is a love or hate situation. So, Ely, what would you give this thing?
3.5, something like that, I guess.
Corona Premier has done
Yeah.
it. It's risen to the top, and it's won. That's right. The lightest deli you could win.
It's a light beer and it's a light
That's right.
deli. A light ring.
Well played. I couldn't agree with you more. That's the exact ring it deserved right
Yeah.
there.
Good
Yeah,
job
but-
picking up these. I mean, this Pura Still thing is so weird.
It is. But
It's
I
a
can see
strange
myself drinking the shit out of those.
It does piss me off when they do this. This 11.2 ounce bottle.
Yeah.
Like, quit
And
fucking
the
with
Corona
me.
was, what was that, 12, 15 or something?
Oh, that's how you get some of those carbs and calories down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You shave a little of that. That's a 12-ounce
Both
bottle
of these
over
are
here from
12s,
Pure
and this
Gold.
is 11.2.
That's a shady little move.
It is.
Yeah.
Ew, and look, it's all short.
Yeah.
Gross.
I mean, you're cutting a 1/12 of it out, so you're cutting a 1/12 of the calories and the carbs out, right?
Yep.
Gaming the system.
Game in the system. Hey, did you see that, what Jay sent in? Listener Jay sent into the inside the pallet house at gmail.com.
No.
This was like the greatest article I've ever seen.
Really?
I was blown away. So
Was this the
apparently,
video?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Why is
Josh
there not a
sends
video?
in the craziest
yeah.
stuff. We can get to Josh and his Tim Horton situation.
What did he send in?
Josh or Jay?
Oh, I know exactly what Josh sent in.
So Jay sent in something where I guess Bill Cosby, we all know now officially. I mean, there's no more denying it. Convicted scumbag.
Yeah,
He's in prison. He has been
Hey, there's innocent people in prison, dude. I'm not going to sit here.
Right.
okay.
and let
100%. Cosby's not one of them.
Were
He's
you
in-
there?
He's in prison serving up pudding pops.
You're very close to the truth.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that numbnuts is in prison serving up Dr. Huxtable.
Like, he's acting like Dr. Huxtable?
He is honest to goodness.
Oh, my God.
Acting like Dr. Huxtable.
great.
He says that the people in there who are in the infirmary
Need him?
are quacks, that they're fucking idiots.
Oh, my God.
And they don't know what they're doing, and they're misdiagnosing people. Like,
Okay.
this dude's delusional.
That's a different level. I thought he was playing the Dr. Huxtable role
Like to
because
get
people
jokes,
were
to get
Oh, like
laughs.
for fun?
or people were coming to him and being like, "Hey, Doc, I need some advice." That's one level of crazy.
No.
But to say the people in the infirmary, the trained professionals, are quacks, that's some next
Yeah.
level stupid
He says
shit.
that they are unworthy of the position they're in, and they're not doing their job. And so he has had to
Is there a marine
reprise his
biologist
role.
in the crowd?
Oh.
Which is essentially what he's getting right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he is actually.
I don't know if you know.
He,
I
sa-
have been a doctor for years.
he says he admits he's a little rusty
Yeah?
because he hasn't been a doctor since
Okay.
like the 80s.
Yeah.
Oh, respect. Okay.
sure.
He's
Okay.
retired. He's not
Huxtable.
in
Yeah.
the practice anymore.
Why am I picturing him with his legs all crossed with a stethoscope on his neck?
Yeah.
Talking to patients.
I'm gonna need a white lab coat and a stethoscope.
Yeah.
Apparently he's helping people.
Wasn't
like-
he an OBGYN in that show?
No,
No,
tell
I
me
don't
he
think
was
so.
I
not.
feel like he was.
Oh God, that's.
I gotta
even
Google
worse.
that now. Or you do it.
of doctor was Dr. Huxtable?
I
A
swear.
fake ass doctor.
He and his wife
That's
were
the
both
answer.
doctors. I want to say he was an OBGYN.
Obstetrician.
I don't even know what an obstetrician is.
Okay. What's an obstetrician?
We're having to go down a rabbit hole to figure out what the hell Cliff Huxtable was.
An OBGYN.
Oh, there you go. Well, then that makes perfect sense.
It's the field of study concentrated on pregnancy, childbirth, and the postpartum period.
What a scumbag. See,
Nailed it.
the more we scratch, the more
He
I
nailed it,
hate
not
it. I
me.
don't like him.
Yeah,
What?
I can see him talking to the writers. He's like, I see you made me a dentist.
Yeah.
Well, women that know me know I would be much better.
There's only two options, sir. I'm either a pharmaceutical.
Yeah,
I'm either a pharmacist
exactly.
or I'm an
Yeah.
OBGYN.
Right.
This is what I know.
I don't think I can fake like I'm a dentist. I
Right.
just don't know teeth like
Yeah,
that.
if you want the talent, give me a role I know.
You're going to have to write this the right way. You want it to be successful, don't you?
That's it.
A role I was born to play.
Exactly.
God. His wife's the pharmacist.
We all thought he was a good doctor. We just thought he was playing a good OBGYN. He was really an OBGYN.
Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently, though, he is like guys are coming to him. And he's like making appointments for like
That is awesome.
the hour of
All right,
time that he can
but
do.
if you were sick in a prison, would you make an appointment with him?
You got shit else to do, right?
Right.
I mean,
just to see what happens.
yeah.
So he's saying,
Doc, I got to get a second opinion from a man, Cliff.
I mean, I'm not drinking anything he brings over.
No.
I got something that'll cure you right up.
take
Right.
this. No. I'll talk to the real doctor. Before I
Look,
do that.
either we fucking or I'm fucking.
Oh, he's such a scumbag. Fuck Cosby, man. God.
I should not laugh so much at that.
Yeah.
I'm not.
That meme is the worst.
So apparently, most of the people that come to him, he's just helping through like personal problems. Like he's
Okay.
doing more of
Like
a
he's more
like
qualified to speak on that.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Yeah.
he says that what's happening apparently is when someone comes to him and they're actually sick, he's giving them. He's
It would have
going
been way
through.
weirder if he was trying to be their OBGYN, to be honest with you.
Well, I would assume they
How
separate.
far along are you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What are you talking about? I think I have an impacted molar.
Yeah.
You're pregnant.
Right.
So apparently, though, that people are coming to him who are sick, and what's happening is now they're showing up at the infirmary with a preliminary diagnosis from Dr. Huxtable.
Wow.
They're honestly showing up, going, "Well, I talked to Dr. Huxtable, and he thinks it's gout."
That is awesome.
So then they're having to like deal with these fuckers.
Oh my god.
Now here's
Look here. He wrote it down.
Yeah, I
It's
got a script.
here's the ultimate. Like, I cannot believe if this is true, and I'm getting this all from. I read it on
The internet.
Well, I got it from Jay.
Okay.
So
It
who
must
sent
be
it
true.
in, and it was on BET. Like that was the website that had
Yeah.
it, and they say that there's a very good source close to Cosby who is saying this, and I guess there's a couple people that have corroborated these stories.
I'm
Now,
in.
here's the next crazy step. He's apparently now, as of late, taking his sheets off of his bed and putting them on like a fucking lab coat when he's actually interviewing these people and checking out what illnesses they have.
And isn't he legally blind? Like, doesn't
Oh
he?
my God, I forgot about that.
Yeah. This is awesome.
The hits keep
That
coming.
part blows my mind.
Dude. Why is there not a reality TV show right now?
Just following that dude.
Yes.
Yeah. Just take a prison.
Why is it not? That's the most brilliant idea I've had in 39
Take
years.
an old prison that's closed down.
Yeah.
Put cameras all through it.
Maybe that's why BET released it. Maybe they've got that already churning, and they're like, we've got it. Dr. Huxtable.
Dude.
Is there an abbreviation for a criminal? Because we don't want to call him MD, but Dr. Huxtable.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah.
and then his prison number.
Oh my gosh. Like instead of 90210.
Yeah. Inmate number.
Yeah.
I mean, this is mind blowing to me. This dude,
I would watch that. I would watch him talk to people in prison.
With a fucking lab coat sheet on.
yeah, and
Like with his eyes all starry looking too.
all
Glazed over.
and he's got like
Looking in the wrong direction. My man's over on the left and he's looking at the right. The problem is
Eyes all fogged the fuck up. Guys clapping over here. I'm over here, Doc.
yeah.
Oh,
That would be amazing.
I was just making sure you knew where you were.
Yeah.
I know where you are.
Everyone else is making shanks out of toothbrushes.
my
He's making
God.
stethoscopes,
Oh,
Right.
little reflex testers.
That is
I can only
great.
imagine what a bed sheet hung over your shoulders looks
Can you
like.
imagine walking in? You see that?
Picture in a toga.
That's all I can
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah.
That's all I can picture.
Or unless
This-
he puts it on like a cape.
Just dragging it
Yeah.
like a
over
wedding
him.
dress
Yes.
flowing behind him.
Right.
old ass Cosby sitting there, all decrepit looking in a
Tell me
bed
what ails
sheet.
you.
Like, yep, I can tell from here you have a fever.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, what?
Yep.
I wonder if the inmates are in on it. Like,
There's a way I can
Are they
check for
punking
sure,
him?
though.
yeah.
I think
I
though.
need
if
my
you-
fleshy thermometer out.
Yeah.
oh,
It'll beep when it's done.
I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. I am. That
yeah.
was funny. Oh, it's done.
It dispenses its own medicine.
Yeah. This shit don't work under the armpit. You've been going to the fucked up doctor.
Put it under your tongue.
You were one of those fake doctors, didn't you?
Yeah, armpit. It's exposed.
Science.
Yeah.
You want an accurate reading.
Right. Exactly.
There's 2 ways we can do this.
Yeah.
Armpit's not one of them.
Right.
No forehead, no temple.
Nope.
He went to Temple. He has a doctorate from Temple.
Dude, he
Yeah.
had a ton of doctorates. Like, he literally had, double digits. Like, people were just passing
Oh my
out
God! Do you think
Yeah.
he's got his honorary diplomas on
On the
his
wall?
fucking prison wall?
Yes.
He's like, it says right here, honorary doctor from Temple.
Yeah.
Oh my fuck!
Go Owls.
Why is this not being filmed?
If they do, would you watch it? I'm guessing yes.
You've got
You
to
wouldn't?
watch it.
Only for the podcast.
Yeah.
Are the inmates in? Do they?
Yeah, for
are,
life.
Are they in on, are they punking him? Like, guess what old man Cosby's doing, guys? Let's go over there and
I
get
think
him
maybe
to.
a couple people are,
Yeah.
but you've got to believe that some people have just lost hope,
I mean,
and
you
they
gotta
agree.
understand-
They're like, these doctors suck. They're not treating us because prison doctors, by nature, they're probably not the best. I mean, they don't care, but so much.
And he was given doctorates from schools.
Legitimate
so
schools.
So I could see people talking that themselves
Yeah.
into it.
Oh,
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
Yeah, like, do you have a doctorate?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Huxtable does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're calling him Huxtable. Like, he's even referring to himself as Dr. Huxtable.
Yes.
I love that he admits he's rusty, but he's really catching on.
Exactly.
Like, he's coming back. He's just acting. He's gone in there and he's gone total dementia
Well,
because
you
he
gotta
can't
think,
believe the
like,
universe he's
You
in.
hear about these, famous people just going crazy because they're living that life for long enough. Like, why would he not be? I mean, he was put on a pedestal for all those years. He got away with all that stuff. Can you imagine? How
you
cocky
feel
he
like you're
thought?
above
Yeah,
God.
Like
You do.
He
Oh,
had to
yeah.
have thought he was the
So he's delusional.
slickest motherfucker that ever walked the face of the earth.
So
Right.
even at his peak,
Yes.
he was delusional because
Yeah.
he had delusions of grandeur, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
He thought he could get away with that stuff. I mean, he thought he was above everything. So it's not shocking that in his
Well,
80s,
and he thinks he's smarter than everyone. Like,
Yeah.
I'm doing this. No one knows. I got everybody fooled. Like, everybody else is dumb, and I'm the genius here.
Yep.
So the mental trauma of falling from those heights and then being thrown into prison, it wouldn't surprise me if this 80-year-old dude has completely lost his mind.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
And now he's reverting to when times were better.
A comfort
And
zone. Yeah.
that was Dr. Huxtable.
Yeah.
I mean, he could be fully dementiaed out at this point.
You got to think when he was Dr. Huxtable, like, he might have been the biggest star in the world at that time.
Yeah.
I mean, there wasn't many people more beloved
Yeah.
than Bill Cosby during the Cosby Show years.
Yeah.
I mean, he was it. And he was a scumbag long before
What
that.
is Mrs. Huxtable? Is she still like defending him?
Last
Felicia
I heard-
Rashad?
No,
Yeah.
no. Oh, was she defending him? I know his wife was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he said Huxtable.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm
So you're
assuming
saying TV wife.
Yeah, his wife now.
Hold on. His real wife or his TV
He's
wife?
Mr. Huxtable.
Oh, okay.
yeah, no, Huxtable's not his name. We're going to just use that as the base. So
I can't imagine anyone's actually defending him anymore.
No, they're not anymore. There
Oh,
was
really?
I think there was some
very
defense
beginning-
like when 1 or 2 came out, but when
Yeah.
I think when it gets up above 40, they're kind of like,
That's
all right.
crazy.
at the very beginning, they were kind of like, look, why are you trying to tear down this guy's an icon? Like,
Yeah.
he's a national treasure. And then it's true. After it kept on coming, at a point you go, I didn't really know him then.
Yeah.
Like, there's no,
Not the dude I thought I knew.
yeah, and that's
Yeah.
exactly it.
He's not the OBGYN I thought he was.
Right.
There's so many jokes there that I'm avoiding.
Yeah.
It's bad, man. But I think I'm with Ely. If they put it on TV, I'm gonna have to see this.
Gotta see
This
that.
kooky old
And I'm
crazy.
also picturing him using his pudding pop voice.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
Half Cliff Harry Carey-ish.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
awesome.
dreaming about Italian hoagies. Like, he's probably in character completely as
Yeah.
a defense mechanism
Right.
to deal with this ridiculousness that his universe has become.
For sure.
Well, Jay, I got to thank you for sending that article in.
Yeah.
I read it twice, be like, I hope I'm not misrepresenting this. And after I read it again, I was like, no, it's fucking batshit crazy.
Yeah.
It is absolutely insane.
Sheer gold.
Dr. Huxtable.
Yeah.
So that story, that entire story from start to finish is so weird. Like,
It is.
I love when listeners send in this wild stuff.
Yeah.
Though. Like, I got to thank Jay. Now, Josh tends to
Dude,
send in some.
Josh's video. Did you see the video?
We watched
that's
it
a few months
before-
old. I've seen that
Oh,
one.
okay.
Yeah.
We watched it before the show because that's when I checked the email and I was like, oh, Josh is back.
Yeah, yeah.
And the last time Josh sent in a video, I really couldn't stomach it. It made it made everything churn. And
In fairness to Josh, I asked him to send both of them.
he admitted it. He goes, Ely wanted me to send this in or something to that effect.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, so I see who the puppet master is here.
Well, we sit there at hockey and we look at funny ass shit, and I'm
Yeah.
like, you need to send it in, dude.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
But
You
this
know.
video, what I found so shocking about this video was that it was recorded in British Columbia. And Canadians are oh so nice to the
Yeah.
point that we make fun of them for always saying sorry and
Sorry.
always like apologizing and not wanting to throw a fit.
Yeah.
And this lady threw more than a fit.
She
It
did.
was a Tim Hortons video, which if anyone knows Tim Hortons, that's like the church of Canadians. It's like the nicest place on earth to get coffee and a donut. And you go there and it's like the place that had records for like most people paying it forward. Like people come through the
Right.
drive-through and pay for the person behind them.
Yep.
And this lady's into Tim Hortons. Lord knows what she had lost her mind about.
Something set this chick off.
But she was screaming at the is it a barista or just the guy behind the counter?
Guy behind the counter.
She's screaming at the guy behind the counter, and it escalates a little bit, and then you see her take off the shirt that's around her waist and back up and lean against a wall, drop her pants, and shit on the floor.
Yeah.
Which I thought the
This
video
is in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Like this isn't.
I've never seen anybody be able to control their bowels like that.
Right.
Like-
On demand.
Yeah, like I could not conjure up
No.
any kind of bowel
I'd have to
movement.
stew back and forth for a second. You know
I'd
what
have
I
to
mean?
wait until that moment in time where I'm
Yeah.
like, now let's argue.
Right.
But like,
I'm all standing there all angry, like, no.
yeah,
Let's keep arguing.
Yeah.
she backed up against this wall, dropped a turd on the floor, and
No,
then
no.
she-
You know what? I think if I recall correctly, she had to go to the bathroom.
Oh, is that what the argument
Yeah,
was
yeah.
about?
But I think, like, they refused to allow her to use the bathroom because I think she was a unsavory type of person.
they thought she'd be
They
shooting
were-
up heroin or
Yeah,
something
exactly.
in the bathroom.
They were trying to keep that down, so they changed the
This
rule.
adds a different
Yeah,
level
yeah,
to this
yeah.
story. Okay.
Right.
Now, you see, I could almost
I think
see
I
that.
recall reading that. So where she wanted to get to the restroom, they were like, "Sorry, we don't like your type in here." They didn't say that, but essentially,
You look
So-
like a poop thrower.
right. So she's like, "Fine," and like he said, she backed up, dropped her shit, dropped a nice patty right on the floor, and then
Picked
in
it
a
up.
blink of
Quick
an eye,
motion.
she scooped it up with her mitt and flung it like a pitch
Unbelievable.
right at the people behind the counter.
And
A
then
strike.
had the wherewithal to take a napkin, clean off her hand, wipe her butt, go get another napkin, wipe again,
Yeah.
throw it out, grab her coffee, and walk out
That's
the door. or grab a coffee.
I came in here to shit, and I did. I'm good now. Thank you.
It was the craziest video because I was like, this is not the Canada I know and love.
Man.
That does not sound like Hannah.
Done that up.
And I mean, it's a grainy video, but she didn't look like the type of person to do that. She's wearing like tracks, like tights, like athletic. Like she
Yeah.
looked like she's just gone
That's
to yoga
right.
or something.
Right.
She was better dressed than Adam
Like
Levine.
she came from Wegmans.
Like, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a wild video. Josh tends to send the interesting stuff.
Yeah.
To say the least.
I would imagine you'll probably get one next week.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you have found someone who goes to the dark corners of the internet, shows you what he has found, and then
Well, we do it to each other,
okay, so you show some of your
of course.
trash.
Yeah. Like, Have
Okay.
you seen this nonsense?
I just like that she thought paper towels on her hands were
Yeah.
kosher. Like, I'm good now.
That's right.
Like,
Who needs
no,
it?
you're
The
not
old
good.
gene rub. And Call it a day. Yeah.
She's the exact opposite of me and my bidet world now.
Yeah.
Like she's willing to just stick her hand in the poop. She's
Yeah.
exactly the opposite end of my spectrum.
So a few months or a month into the bidet world, how's it treating you?
I relish every turd.
Really?
It's beautiful.
Still no TP. Like you're saving money on TP expenditures?
I haven't used a piece of TP to wipe my butt
Yeah, yeah.
since Christmas Day. Not
That's
like in the house.
Not even to dry it.
No, I've gotten to the point now where just that little bit of like water in my butt doesn't even bother me. I just pull it up and move on about my day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're living the life, dude.
for sure.
It's amazing.
Is it made having to take a crap elsewhere, awful.
So I have to travel a lot for work, and I go to these hotels, and I dread it.
Yeah.
I look at it, and I'm like, ugh.
He's checking an extra bag.
Yeah.
It's the bidet.
The carry-on bidet.
I should.
Yeah.
I have
my backpack bidet on.
Right.
I have thought about buying like a $50 tushy, like the ones that you could just like
Plug
hook
in,
up really
hook
quick.
up to the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, like start running those.
Wait a minute. The
Oh,
old brain triggered. Funny, we were talking bidets. I took a picture of one at Costco. Do you know which one it is?
It's the
it
bio
good?
bidet that's down to like $170 right now.
I don't know. I'm about to find out.
It has been shocking how many people have sent me an image of this sale that Costco is running,
Really?
Limit 5, of the bio bidet, and everything I can tell, because people keep writing me. They're like, is this a good one?
Yeah.
Should I buy it? And all I know about bio bidet is they're a company that all they do is bidets, and they're out of Chicago, so I'm already partial to them.
Yeah.
And they created this.
No, that's not this one.
Oh, what do we got here?
Oh,
Thanks.
dropped the phone. Didn't need that one.
A $2.99. This is a pricey one. What do we got here? Ooh, the Brondel Swash. Okay.
You know them?
This is a nice bidet. Yes, let's see.
For $2.99, huh?
Yeah, see what it's got.
Remote included. Yeah, blue LED nightlight. Ooh, gentle closing seat and lid. So this seems to have everything except for the fact that maybe I don't see any kind of like a water heater. That would be the only thing that
that's the main difference between your entry level and your high level. Like,
but then the mid level has the it's a tank in there. So you have limited water amounts. I have the tankless water heater, so I can actually just sit there and just
Keep
have
it
that
flowing.
thing articulating and
That's awesome.
cleaning my bum for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes without ever seeing a change in water temperature, which I like.
yeah.
But I do find that the
I feel like
dryer's a
cold
joke.
water would not be pleasant.
No, and that's I don't know because I've never lived on that side of the coin. I waited until I
I
saved
think
up.
Yeah.
Isn't there like a $90 something cold water version that just
The Tushy is very popular
Yeah.
right now. The Tushy's killing it.
Really?
People love the Tushy. They're buying them.
Huh.
The entry level Tushy's only like
Is it-
$60.
Would anyone ever have one in their guest bathroom?
If you care about your guests.
But would you have to dial it in every time for a new guest?
I guess if it has a remote,
Yeah, would it be too much for the guest?
like the Tushy
Not
doesn't.
too much, but would it be like this one sprays my sphincter, but when you sit on it, it
Yeah.
sprays your
The
balls?
Tushy's
Yeah.
not adjustable. It comes out to like a general spot and then sprays,
And then
so
you
you
move
have to
around on
adjust
it,
yourself.
Oh, okay.
Whereas mine, I get in there and go, oh,
He
looks
goes,
like
this is Brendan's,
Yeah.
Heine.
today I'm on a 4. Like
Yeah.
I sat down in a way that I need to go back one step.
Yeah.
But
4
I
out
do-
of how many?
You have 6
Okay.
like spots and
Yeah.
like you go all the way forward, all the way back. But then I like to have the articulating motion where it goes back and forth.
Right.
I want to make sure that we clean this
That's
out.
right.
Get the whole thing.
It's been seriously glorious.
So it doesn't spray the leftovers in a way that it gets on you at all.
I've never experienced such things.
Well,
know-
because if you're up here and you spray, it's going to spread it out instead of like making it go down. That make sense?
I
I
know
see
what,
what
I
you're
know what
saying.
you're saying. Like you're afraid that it's going to hit and then create a splatter effect that's
Right.
going to put it other places. I've got the articulating wand. I feel like it's fine.
You move it
It's
around,
You
you're,
soak it enough, you're good.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I figure. So I have 2 different sprays on mine. One of which is like a fucking laser.
jet stream?
I've actually had to like dial that one back.
Yeah.
Because every once in a while, like it'll hit a spot. You're like, oh, don't go up in there.
Dead in the middle.
Yeah, and it
right.
gets,
It makes
gets
it
a
through
little
the Cheerio.
Yeah, it gets a little intense. Like I don't think my seal's as tight as it's supposed to be for whatever
Yeah,
reason.
you got some blow by.
Yeah, and so you don't want to give yourself an enema. Like that's a different level
Nice.
of bidet.
That's a different level of clean.
So
Yeah.
I have to use.
That's when he's home alone.
Yeah.
I use the wider stream, the wider jet, which isn't as powerful. I crank that one all the way up, and then I dial the other one back to a 3 and just pinpoint.
That is awesome.
So that's kind of where I am.
I
But
do have power by my toe.
then you're failing.
Yeah, I am.
I feel like you should definitely have one if you
Right.
I don't have power at behind my toilet, but if I did, I'd be like, okay, I got to go ahead and get one.
Like, when was the last time you took a deuce and didn't feel the need to wash your hands? I know that sounds crazy, but for like the first 2 weeks, I would wash my hands every time. And then I was like, wait, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Like, my
You're not
hands,
touching anything.
my hands have touched the phone, and then I've turned on the remote. So
Yeah.
technically, I guess the remote maybe would be
Now you're in the clear, I think.
I think so too.
Yeah.
So now I find myself like 75% of the time just walking out because I haven't done anything.
Yeah.
Like, my hands haven't gone anywhere, but the dirtiest thing it touched was my phone.
Yeah.
It's got to save a ton of time.
Well, I tend to sit there.
Yeah, no, but I mean, shitting time.
I mean, it does, because I always sit there and just sit on Reddit for a little while
Yeah.
anyway. So I immediately just, like, as soon as I'm done, I just start washing and just allow it to wash and do its thing while I continue to scroll Reddit. I find sometimes I just leave the dryer on for a while
Yeah.
and just enjoy the dryer blowing. Brrr. That's a great vibe.
I need one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
it
do.
sounds amazing.
There's so many people have
I
been,
think everyone needs one.
I
mean,
agree.
there's no other topic we've touched upon that I get more inquiries and people reaching out asking about. Like,
So could you put the one that you have in a guest bathroom?
sure, if I wanted to.
So a
Like-
guest could function it being new to your house.
Absolutely. In
Okay.
fact, I have presets. Like, you get in your car, you have 2 presets. It's the same deal. So I can walk in and just hit the button and go, hey, it's me.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I like to dial it in using the remote because
Okay.
you sit differently.
Yeah.
If you're a half an inch up,
Right.
then that preset's not where it needs to be. So
Yeah.
I tend to shift around. It's
Okay.
glorious. But you could have a
Happy
preset.
birthday to me.
If you if you sit properly every time, yes, you could just live on presets.
Yeah. That's cool.
It's been good.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, it's I know when I got home last night from the Super Bowl and I felt my guts burbling.
Yeah.
My
Sausage dip.
guts were so bad that I could have done it at his house, but I was like, but toilet paper.
Sounds horrible.
And I drove all the way home. And I was actually kind of excited. I was like,
Yeah,
well, I'm
you
going to go
were.
upstairs and sit on that heated seat. It was all cold outside. I sat down. I was like, the warmest place.
Living
the
the
other
life.
day, it was so cold that I sat on the toilet seat and warmed up. And I was like, this is amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
Can it cool the seat?
I don't have cooling function,
Okay.
no. But I could turn off the heat,
Ah.
and then it'll just be cool. Like,
you ever watch those
like a peasant's toilet.
Living
Yeah.
Alaska shows?
Oh yeah.
And you're just like, you really trek through the snow 50 yards out?
And have to worry about bears.
Yeah, and
Right.
take a
Like
dump.
actual
Like,
bears.
That must be the worst experience ever, like shitting wise. Like
And what
that's-
is it? We've talked about this too, but what is it about your sphincter that knows when you start buckling your pants?
Yeah.
Is that
What
the
is
weirdest
that?
thing?
It's like your brain goes, just releases.
It
Yes.
shuts it off.
Oh, we're
It's
doing
like
this now?
countdown. It's like pulling the pin on the grenade.
Yeah.
Like, no running it back.
Right.
That's one thing about this, because when you sit down on it, it feels the pressure, and then it sprays the bowl with water, so things doesn't stick to it. So I have had to, I sit down and have to wait 5 seconds.
That's not cool.
and I'm like, oh, and then when I hear it done spraying, I'm like, oh,
really?
yeah, because
Not cool. That arm's getting hit by me.
well, unfortunately, that's not the arm.
Okay.
You know, it's like it just
Okay.
sprays, and then the arm never comes out until you tell it
Yeah.
it's time to come out. Fortunately, it does have a self-washing feature, so if you ever do run into
There you go.
situations like that,
What's the one you have?
mine is the Toto Washlet K300.
Yeah, it is.
That's a fine machine.
Are we ever going to get past letters and numbers on things?
No.
Like, that's like the most,
Cars figured it out.
yeah, they finally did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone else didn't.
That's true. Like, oh, I'm on the
I
legend.
have a Maytag
Yeah.
Elemental P S2000.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
weird.
Just call it the Maytag Sprint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But cars were doing that for the longest time, too. Like,
Oh yeah.
like BMW. It's like they got the 1 Series, the 2 Series, the 3 Series.
Yeah.
Like,
Infinity's the funniest because they were like, they just changed the letters and
Everything.
numbers
Yeah.
one day, and the car was the
MX
same.
195. Like,
I
what
was
does
like,
that mean?
what just
now
happened?
we just showed Q's. We brought Q's in. now.
I have an FX35, and then all of a sudden one day it was the QX70.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what happened?
Yeah.
Like, and it felt bad. I was like, oh, now I've got a stupid FX35. I want a QX70. That's a much better ride. It was the same car.
Find out someone drive a Beamer, you're like, oh, nice. They're like, it's a 100. Or it's the 321, like the entry level.
Right.
Yeah, gross.
Right. 320.
You're poor.
But you look rich.
Yeah.
Smart.
Feels
I bet
good.
you wipe your ass with your hand.
Yeah.
Gross.
Amateur.
Yeah, you get to the point where he's like, I don't shake hands with paper wipers. Yeah.
It does skeeve me out thinking about it.
Yeah.
You guys are crazy.
Right.
Barbarians. Who does that?
This is true.
It's just odd.
Right.
Someone the other night,
The
I was...
chick in Tom fucking Hortons is a goddamn barbarian.
She's the worst.
God.
That's what I'm saying. She's the opposite end of the spectrum.
Would
Well,
you
I
like a chocolate-covered pretzel?
I was talking to a guy the other night, and he was like, if you got poo on your arm, he's like, would you just wipe it off with a piece of paper and move on about your business? No.
No.
He's like, that would disturb you. It would bother you all day that there was still poo on your arm.
Yeah.
I was like, it's a very good point. Thank
Right.
you for bringing that up. I was like, because the first thing you
But would you run it under water only?
I would hose it off.
You wouldn't
You'd
I'd
soap it.
soap it
You'd
up.
soap it.
Yeah.
I'd soap it up. No, there is. I agree. There's one extra step.
Yeah.
Like I would
That's
soap
your
it
next
up.
bidet.
It should have a little
Yeah.
soap in there,
Yeah, a
and
little
then
soapy
have
water.
a cleansing flow
Right.
with
A
no
wash
soap.
and then a rinse, like a car
Nailed
wash.
it. Yeah.
That's probably the next iteration.
Then a little carnauba
you
wax.
gotta watch that. You gotta watch that dryer time though. That thing will get you.
Yeah. A little carnauba
You got a
wax to
minute.
protect it for the next
Yeah.
one.
The
That's
dryer
right.
really
The shit
is
just
the
rolls off of it now.
It does. It's amazing. Yeah, it's like Rain-X.
shit X.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
Hon, I need you to apply this.
I need some shit X.
Yeah.
It just comes right off.
Exactly.
Why haven't they invented that?
What, shit X?
Yeah, shit
I
X.
think not enough people shitting themselves. For kids, for babies.
Yeah. Be like beautiful. Like in the baby wipe, if it's got a little Rain X and you wipe it on there, and then the
Yeah.
next
Yeah.
time they shit, it
The
just
pee doesn't
comes
yeah.
right out.
It's like those
That's some
commercials
good
for the
idea.
when they like soak the boot in the anti-moisture
Yeah,
repellent
and they
and the stuff
dip it.
falls right off of it. Yeah, it's like that.
Dip it in the bug of water and it
Yeah.
comes out dry. Like
Yeah.
Water off a
genius.
duck.
I'm gonna
back.
soak my whole baby in this shit.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
While you're at it, soap,
Lasagna stains just run off.
Yeah.
I'd be
Yeah.
putting that stuff on myself. Babies just inopportune moments. Just
For
you're
sure.
hanging out, just vomit.
Right.
You're like, damn it.
Like, yeah.
Covered in vomit. That's the weirdest thing about becoming a dad for me was when I stopped giving a shit about the fact that they just pissed on me or vomited on me.
Yeah.
It's like you don't even finish. Like you're like soothing them, then they puke all over you, and you don't stop.
Yeah.
That's when you've officially become a parent.
Yeah.
That you're just like, no, I'm gonna soothe. The vomit's there.
It's all good.
Yeah, the vomit's
Yeah.
there. I can't change that. But this kid does need to get to sleep.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
It's
ride
crazy
this
to
out.
me. You, our generation always heard stories of like, oh, I never changed diapers. I didn't do any of that. It's like, how do you go through your life as a father and never do any of those things? Like,
Yeah.
I
don't
get
know.
like you're at work and the wife's taking care of the baby. Okay, you just expect all that to happen all the time. Like,
I
that's
honestly have
insanity.
friends who have been like, "Oh, I've never."
Oh, so you know
changed a
people our
diaper."
age.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I do too.
Yeah, who
It's
I've
weird.
never changed.
I don't
a
know
diaper.
Super weird to
anyone.
me. Yeah, I don't get it either.
And by the way, if I do know you, you're a piece of shit, and I will
For
judge
sure.
you for that.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't tell you. There's a guy you really like. That he was like, "I've never changed a diaper."
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is he a listener?
Yes.
On and off.
Yeah, on and off.
Wow.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
I don't know. Because they were raised and they have that whole I'm a guy, I don't do that stuff thing.
Take care of your child?
No. Change shitty diapers.
Yeah, I guess you could be a stand-up parent in a lot of other respects,
Yeah.
but you just don't change diapers.
Yeah, but what if your wife's not around?
I never breastfed
I
any of my
get you.
kids.
Yeah.
I didn't
well, I
breastfeed any
understand
of
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You fed them when they were hungry,
With her boob.
or breast milk.
No, I did. I
Yeah.
did the bottles, of
Yeah.
course.
You're just gonna have to wait till mom gets home. It'll be 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll bring the milk and clean your shit. Good luck.
Been telling you to learn how to shit.
Yeah, exactly. I got this bidet upstairs. It's pretty dope.
Yep, just hover them over the bidet.
Yeah.
Call it a day.
Interesting subject for you. So I did have a listener, our buddy Mike
Okay.
from South Carolina. He hit me up with a link to like the Mercedes pickup truck You seen that?
No, I have not.
So Mercedes 4-door pickup truck. It looks kind of like
a G-Wagon.
No. It's a pickup.
Is it going to be
looks
electric?
Yeah, but like a G-Wagon with a bed, or no?
No, it
Oh, so like
looks
boxy
like
or something.
honestly, it looks like a Nissan Titan kind of.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll show you
Interesting.
after the show. But in talking with him and thinking about it, I don't know what they're doing. Like, I feel like they're missing the boat on that. Like,
I don't.
it's
who
gonna go
wants
waste
a-
of money.
who wants a Mercedes-
a
yeah.
Mercedes pickup truck?
You know who did that years ago was Lincoln. Released an
Well,
F1.
that at least makes sense. Yeah,
It was an F-150, but
Right.
it was all leather done up.
Yeah.
It was gorgeous inside, but it was a
MK
luxury
something,
car pickup. It failed miserably
right.
because people who buy pickup trucks don't necessarily want a luxury car.
Right.
And if you do want a luxurious pickup, they've got a Ford for that.
Yeah, like Eddie Bauer.
Yeah,
Lariat,
Sure. Yeah, you can
Limited
get it
are
done up.
ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
It's just
I
the
think
people that
Mercedes
buy,
is-
Well, those
missing.
4-door pickup trucks, just the entry-level ones, are $40K anyway. So, I
Right.
mean, I can only imagine what an entry-level
exactly.
Merc
The
pickup
only
is.
way they might be able to pull it off is if it is $100,000 pickup truck, like so light years beyond, because the G-Wagon is a rudimentary truck that people spend over $100,000 on all day. Those are gorgeous, but they're
See, I don't think they're gorgeous. They are what they are, and people like having that.
but it's like a
Yeah.
better Range Rover
I don't
Right.
know. Is it? I don't know.
from a reliability standpoint. Yes, maybe from a luxury standpoint, I
Yeah.
don't know,
They
but
got some sweet AMG ones too. They're even more money than that.
I've
They're awesome.
seen them
Yeah.
and they're ridiculous. But I don't know.
But it looks
about
like
this.
a regular ass pickup truck. I'll pull it up. And
But how
show
many
you.
people would buy them? That's what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
think they're
That's
gonna.
my point. It's
I don't
like-
think they're going to do well.
I
with
don't
this.
either. But they've got people that work there that are smart. They should have figured this out. I would think. Maybe I'm
It does
crazy.
seem odd. And is it electric? I wasn't
No, it's not.
because I think I'm seeing more and more ever since we had that episode.
Oh, really?
Companies, even Audi last night. Did you see?
Yeah.
They had a Super Bowl ad that said 1/3 of all of their cars by 2025 will be
Dude, that looks
all
like
electric.
hell.
You can scroll that picture.
That
to the-
doesn't look good at all.
Yeah, it looks like a regular old
Let
pickup.
me get a
truck.
look at that.
Like the Ford looks better, the GMC looks better, the Dodge looks better.
Yeah.
I mean, basically everything looks better than that.
I'm not impressed. It is a Tundra. It's a Toyota Tundra,
It looks a little smaller than that.
I mean,
doesn't
it's got a Mercedes grill.
it? Yeah, exactly.
which is cool if it lights up LED.
Yeah.
Respect. That is odd.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's weird.
That's why we're not in the game, I guess.
Super weird.
It won't be around long.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a big
And if
hit.
you've been to Europe, those fuckers don't drive trucks at all.
No, they don't. And most of the roads
Vans,
and
they drive
things over there.
vans.
Yeah, if they're going to drive something, it's going to be so utilitarian that you can
Yeah.
live in it.
Right.
Like that-
Wagons and vans.
Yeah, or
Yeah. Wagons-
itty bitty cars.
Right.
Wagons need to come back. I don't understand why wagons
Dude.
have not come back, because I think wagons are better than the CUVs that they're making now.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
I would I'd rather have a dope wagon than a CUV.
They make like my car and like the CTSV
Oh, yeah.
wagons.
Oh,
and they're
yeah.
super rare and hard to find, but when they do, people love them.
Yeah, those are
Yes,
awesome. Those
they are.
Mercedes ones.
Yeah.
Buick makes
Well-
one right now that's gorgeous.
Honda made the Accord wagon back in the day, wasn't
But
bad.
that was the
Yeah.
first really way back in the day, like the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Accord
yeah.
wagon was really a cool
Yeah.
vehicle. Now
And
they
the
do the
Subarus
cross
sell out
tour.
like a mother. Like,
Yeah.
so why is Honda or Toyota not making a wagon here? It's
I don't
weird.
know.
For some reason, they just don't sell that well, but there's been a resurgence in wagon sales over the last couple years, and so we may start to see them. But the problem is that the growth of the wagon is being far outpaced by the crossover.
Yeah.
Like,
I like
people
the
love the
sports
crossover.
car wagon concept.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
me.
Like the
Me
old
too.
BMW wagons
A
that were
shooting
sports
brake.
cars.
Yeah.
That's exactly that's
It's like
like
an
it now.
ultimate sleeper.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's what
hauls
that
ass.
Buick looks like.
Yeah.
I think Buick's the only one that's making one right now that I saw it the other day for the first time in the wild, and it's like, that is a gorgeous car.
My,
Yeah, they're hard to find too.
my mom had a Country Squire when I was a kid. I mean, it was hideous.
Oh,
But
that's
that
a
thing
family
had
truckster.
big-ass- yeah, it was. That's
I
what it
feel
looked
like
like.
they should bring those back.
But it
'cause
had,
that
the, I
was
mean, it had
awesome.
the V8 in it. I mean, that thing
Yeah.
could tow some
You
stuff.
ever see when someone slams an old Country Squire?
Yeah.
That is a sweet looking
Yeah.
vehicle. You do it upright, put a good paint job on it, some rims,
Yeah,
drop
get
it.
the wood paneling off of it.
Yeah.
I
Right.
kind of like the wood paneling, but I know what you're saying. The Country
Yeah.
Squire had crappy looking
Yeah, it
wood
was-
paneling.
Faux wood. It was,
Yeah.
you know, it would peel off.
Right.
But that is a bitchin' car. I'll give you that.
For sure.
I know we had another topic, but I know that's going to run out on me in like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
so
whatever.
Wrap this thing up.
All right, cool.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Yet another week. Hope your Super Bowl was good. If you are starting to cut that weight, hopefully we just turned you on to a good beer.
Let us know how it goes.
Yeah, I think we may have found the light beer for you. If you haven't had a chance to send in some topics, please do so at InsideThePalletHouse@gmail.com. Shout out to Josh and Jay this week for sending those in. Those were actually both pretty good topics. The Huxtable one is still kind of messing with my mind.
I got our street team sticking up stickers. We got a new shipment of stickers in.
That's
so.
right. We got stickers
Hell
and we
yeah.
got koozies finally.
Yeah, if you come by the Pallet House, get you a koozie.
I
Yeah.
love these new koozies.
I do too.
They are really
They're
nice. So, and if you haven't had a chance to reach out to us on the Facebook page, please do so. And over on Twitter and Instagram at ITPH Podcast. We'd love to hear from you. Shout out to Taylor Carson. His CD release party goes down this Sunday
Cool.
up in D.C. Kid-friendly show if anyone wants to go.
Really?
Yeah, I'm thinking about heading up there on...
It wasn't in D.C.
No doubt. No
Yeah.
doubt. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will be talking to you next week. Stop using your hands, people. Cheers.
Cheers. That was a pretty good podcast, don't you think?